is up, guys? Phoenix here, and today is election day, so you guys know the news. We have a new president in the building, but we're not talking about the president. We are going to be talking about pixel art today. So hopefully you guys are having a good day. I know a lot of people on my social media are stressed out right now, and I just wanted to say, you guys, just remember, everything's going to be okay. Take a chill pill, calm down, because I've seen a lot of people getting really upset and stuff like that, and I figure I should just let people know that it's going to be okay. Just calm down. So let's get right into the pixel art. First off today, from Coco Scouts, we're going to start off with a smile here. We have Dan Howell making a really funny face. The blocks here look kind of weird. It's like a lot of sandstone and clay, but it's a huge build because compared to everything in the background, it takes up a massive amount of space. And he's making like a weird gag reflex face, so I thought it looks funny. From far, you can tell what it is better from up close. I mean, better than if you were close to it. So it's one of those pixel arts where you have to kind of stand back and look at it to understand what it is. And if you guys know who Dan and Phil is, let me know in the comments. I know they have a huge fan base on all the followings. I know a lot of my fans on the Twitch streams and Twitter post a lot of Dan and Phil memes. So if you guys are fans of Dan and Phil, I'm pretty sure you'd like this pixel art. Next up, we have FNAF fan Anika Gamer sending in Ennard from FNAF's sister location, which is a build I recently completed, and she's always on top of her FNAF game, guys. Anika Gamer is the one who sent in a huge Nightmare Foxy. I think she sent in a couple of the Felix Guamon builds, and she sent in, I think she finished my Springtrap. So she's a huge FNAF fan. Always count on her to finish the FNAF builds, and I always love that she shares them with me. She does them on Pocket Edition too, which you guys already know I can't do Pocket Edition. My fingers are too fat. But if you look at her build, she actually added in more shading. So she put her own little details in the hat and stuff like that. And I appreciate that. Like when I tell you guys that my pixel art isn't final, there's a way to make it better. She's a prime example of this. The more shading she added into it, it looks more realistic. And that's why her end art kind of looks better than mine. So you guys, in the future, be sure to make the pixel arts your own. Like take it, and if you see something that doesn't look right, make a change. You can always fix it back later. And you might even make it look better than what I've said. So thank you, FNAF Anika Gamer, for sending it in and being a prime example of taking a pixel art by the hands and just making it your own. After that, we have another repeat offender. We have MayKid4 sending us in Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan. And I need to have a word with you, MayKid, because a lot of these pixel arts, they're always these big anime pixel arts, and I never know which ones I've showcased already. Like, I feel like I've showcased Levi already, but every time I go back and check, I'm wrong because you send in a lot of anime. I love it, I love it, I love it. But let me know if I already showcased Levi, because I'm pretty sure I did. I know I've showcased Kirito, I've showcased some DBD stuff, but I don't think I've showcased any of the Attack on Titan builds yet. So thank you for sending it in. Let's talk about a little bit of that stuff on the side there. Why is Levi next to a phone? There's no phones in Attack on Titan. Silly goose. But Levi, I think this is a Felix Guamon build. So, because you can tell by the bookshelves and stuff like that, that's what Felix uses for his placement blocks. And he does a lot of shading. Like, I wanted to do my own Attack on Titan builds. He kind of beat me to it, and he also did it better. This was before I even tried to do shading on my builds. So, if I did it, it would have probably only been one color in the hair, and I like the way it turned out. So whenever people always tell me to build Attack on Titan stuff, I always direct them towards Felix's channel, tell him that he's done it first. I don't like copying Felix, and Felix is the GOAT when it comes to pixel arts. So you guys go over there and check it out if you guys want anime builds too like this. He doesn't only do anime, by the way. He does, I think, superhero stuff. Recently he's been doing Suicide Squad, and he always does superhero stuff. He's a very big fan of the superhero movies. After that, we have a pixel art favorite of mine because I got requested this recently, and it's funny that when I go back through my archives, it turns out that somebody's already built this and sent me in. We have Bismuth from Steven Universe sent in by Bubba Ray, who's a pixel art legend. Bubba Ray is from my live streams, and she always asks for builds to build, and then when she always delivers, and like if I can't do it because I can't build everything people want, but Bubba Ray is like my right hand man or woman when it comes to building those pixel arts. She always helps the stream out, asks for requests, and then she builds them for people. So Bismuth is something somebody recently requested on one of my Steven Universe videos. I checked it out and I was like, I've seen this before, and now I know where Bubba Ray built it. I might be building one of these in the future, or I can just ask Bubba Ray to build it for you guys because this looks amazing. The hair is what sells the pixel art. Ooh, look at that sky. The hair is what really sells this pixel art, guys. It's just all these different strands of colors, and she definitely knocks it out apart with this one. It doesn't really need too much shading. It's like it's a Cartoon Network build, so usually on my Cartoon Network builds, I don't focus too much on the shading because the pixel arts are very simple. I might be doing a miniature one of him or just a full body scale one of him, just so it doesn't look too similar to hers, but this looks really amazing. So thank you, Bubba Ray, for sending it in, and hopefully I see more from you in the future now that I'm starting back up the pixel art showcase. And finally, we have a random dude who is sending in the Dipper Pines build that I think I did a while ago, or maybe it's his own Dipper Pines. I never know anymore. But he sent in Dipper Pines from Gravity Falls, and Dipper Pines is one of my favorite builds from back in the day. I think I did this 2 years ago. Because it was just so simple. This was back when I first started building huge. This was right before the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Oh no, this was during the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. I started building huge. I did Amazing World Gumball, did Gravity Falls, did FNAF, and it's just started all these mega builds. And it's funny now that I've done all these mega builds for quite some time now, I'm coming back to wishing that I've stayed small, so that's why I'm returning to smaller builds. You guys might have noticed that the animatronic baby wasn't too big, and it's kind of tiny compared to the other builds, but it's okay. We can always go back to mega builds. It's not like I'm forgetting how to do them. It's just that they do take a lot of time, just because like it takes like 10 plus parts of 40 minutes each, and I don't think a lot of people come to my channel for that. I started small, went big, and then I'm going back small again, or maybe just a mix. Maybe just a mix is healthy. So yeah, I like this build. The shading in the hair is pretty good. There's some weird spots in the hat, so I would have put those all the same color, but it's his pixel art. You can always do your own like variants and stuff like that, and that's why it looks so good. So thank you for sending it in, a random dude. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this showcase. That was all our is it contestants or participants? There it goes, participants for the day. Looking for the right word. And if you guys want to get showcased, I'm looking for new blood on our pixel art showcase. Be sure to send that into my Twitter, which will be one of the first links in the description below. You guys just send them in one at a time, please, because if you send in more than one pixel art at a time, the Twitter tweet algorithm, whatever it does, it lumps them together as a web page and not as an image, so it's hard for me to get the image to showcase. So be sure to send that into my Twitter, guys. If you want to leave a comment and tell me something, maybe you have like a little special question you want to ask me, don't be afraid to put that with the picture. This is Phoenix, and as always, I will see you guys later.